Hi folks, Reverend Crystal Cox here, and I want to talk to you about alternative medicine. I have studied alternative medicine for 20 years, and I keep thinking that people know this stuff, or they've researched it online, or I just think society as a whole has moved more towards knowing that natural herbs, things that grow out of the ground, things that Mother God put here for us to heal us, are natural. And that prescription drugs really cause more disease. And a lot of prescription drugs are even made from plant bases. But they, patent it and then they force it on you and it causes more problems and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm going to do some videos, some audios here, talking to you folks about alternative medicine. I believe that cancer can be cured. I've seen it many times. I believe that if anyone can cure themselves of anything, if any one person can, then why can't you? So I'm going to read to you guys today a little bit about turmeric. A few years back, I had a family member that had cancer, and we cured it with alternative medicine, with going alkaline and a few other things, and I will do lots of other videos about that. But in this one, I want to tell you about turmeric. At that time, I studied a lot about turmeric, but I never really have done it myself, and recently I've just started to do some because I have some health stuff coming up for me, and I really want to explore turmeric. It's anti-flam, it's antibiotic, it's got all these wonderful things. So I'm going to read to you about, out of the book, The Perricone Promise by Nicholas Perricone. And basically, his stuff is about anti-flam diets, eating things that don't cause inflammation in our body, which is kind of key to many things. Anyway, this one is about turmeric, the gold standard. Turmeric is an Indian curry spice with an ancient history of medicinal use against inflammation. This delicious spice, most familiar as the brilliant golden yellow color in curry powder, is a close cousin to ginger and has been used for millennia to flavor, color, and preserve foods. To the ancient Aryan peoples of South Asia who worshipped the sun, turmeric was prized for its sun-like golden yellow dye. Since time immemorial, married Indian women have applied turmeric to their cheeks in the evening in anticipation of a visit by Lakshmi, the goddess of good fortune. This custom, still practiced in some parts of India, is probably a remnant of the ancient sun-worshipping tradition. The almost iridescent yellow color of turmeric has enjoyed broad use as a dye for cotton, silk, paper, wood, foods, and cosmetics, and as a food preservative. Long used by Indians' Ayurvedic physicians to treat gastrointestinal and inflammatory ailments, turmeric is also applied cosmetically to enhance skin health and tone. Topical turmeric-based ointments are used in India to treat joint pain, bruises, and a wide variety of skin disorders, including infections, inflammation, blemishes, wounds, acne, boils, burns, and eczema. The significance of turmeric to modern medicine became apparent after the discovery of its potent antioxidant properties, most of which derive from curcumin, the common name for turmeric's yellow polyphenol pigments, which scientists refer to as curcuminoids. Even though they constitute only about 5% of turmeric powder, curcuminoids give turmeric much of its amazing anti-inflammatory antioxidant power. The antioxidant attributes of turmeric. The curcuminide pigments in turmeric are safe, highly effective antioxidants. In fact, turmeric's curcuminoids may prevent oxidation of blood fats better than the OPCs in pine bark and grapeseed extracts or the strong synthetic antioxidant BHT based in test tube studies. Turmeric contains a unique peptide called turmerin, a free radical scavenger that is more powerful than curcumin or the potent synthetic antioxidant BHA. Animals fed curcuminoids show higher blood levels of the enzyme glutathione S transferase an important antioxidant and key player in the body's detox system. Okay, so basically, it's a high antioxidant, just a really powerful antioxidant on every level. Anti-inflammatory powers of turmeric. Like ginger, curcumin may be a much safer anti-inflammatory agent than standard NSAIDs, such as aspirin and ibuprofen. Turmeric sensitizes the body's cortisol receptor sites, and its anti-inflammatory properties are considered comparable to those of the body's own cortisone-type hormones. This is of critical importance to the Paracombe promise. We must keep our cortisol levels low to prevent accelerated aging of all our organ systems, including the skin. Anti-cancer attributes of turmeric. Researchers at the University of California, San Diego, reported that curcumin should be considered as a safe, non-toxic, and easy-to-use chemotherapeutic agent for colorectal cancers. Colorectal cancers. Sorry about that. Human clinical trials show it is a non-toxic at doses of up to 10 grams, which is about 1/3 of an ounce per day. All of the many dozens of studies conducted to date in the United States and beyond suggest that turmeric, and especially its curcumin fraction, possesses enormous potential in the prevention and in the treatment of cancer. Turmeric also enhances the liver's ability to eliminate dangerous carcinogenic toxins. A recent study demonstrated that dietary turmeric can raise the levels of two very important liver detoxification enzymes, UDP and glutathione S transferase. As the researchers reported, the results suggest that turmeric may increase detoxification systems in addition to its antioxidant properties. Turmeric, used widely as a spice, would probably mitigate the effects of several dietary carcinogens. One other note on this topic: making classic lentil or bean dishes seasoned and flavored with turmeric will give you extra protection from colon cancer, thanks to the high fiber in the lentils and beans and the antioxidant abilities of the turmeric. Turmeric for cardiovascular health. Curcumin helps prevent oxidation of cholesterol in the blood, which damages blood vessels and builds up the plaque that can lead to heart attack or stroke. Turmeric is also high in B6, which keeps levels of homocysteine from getting too high, a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Ample intake of vitamin B6 seems to reduce that risk. Turmeric for brain and nerves. Population studies in India show that elderly people whose diets are high in turmeric enjoy low levels of neurological disease, such as Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is considered an inflammatory condition, and physicians who researched curcumin's preventative and therapeutic properties at the University of California, Los Angeles, came away impressed. As they reported, in view of its efficiency and apparent low toxicity, this Indian spice component shows promise for the prevention of Alzheimer's disease. In particular, curcumin is a strong inducer of the heat shock protein response, which protects cells from oxidative damage and may be a key component of Alzheimer's disease. Preliminary studies also suggest that curcumin may block the progression of multiple sclerosis, possibly by reducing the production of the IL-2 protein that destroys the myelin sheath protecting most nerves in the body. Loss of myelin is a key factor in MS. Okay, then it talks about how to get more of it, but for me personally, I have just started an organic powdered turmeric, and I'm just using it in water. I'm not necessarily using it in foods. I just started it, but I have studied the effects of turmeric on cancer and for arthritis for several years. I have just never tried it myself because I've done so many other different alternative medicine things. So I've recently started it, and I'll let you folks know how it goes. Anyway, this is Reverend Crystal Cox, and I'm also an alternative medicine wellness consultant, and I just really love using herbs to cure diseases, even though you're not supposed to say plants can cure diseases. God, Goddess, put these plants on this planet for a reason, and I honor Mother Earth, I honor the plants, I honor the Great Spirit, I honor God and Goddess. Bless you all.